Good evening. Citizens UK is the home of community organising. We've been organising communities for the last 25 years. I was a social worker before that, and I do this because I was a social worker. We need social workers, but actually we also need people that will organise their communities differently. Politics is an excellent thing. It is the best way of non-violently creating change that we have. So we commend it to everybody as a change strategy. It is very important that we honour and applaud those people that choose to stand in a traditional way to be councillors and members of parliament, and indeed to be thrust into the House of Lords, maybe unwillingly, but certainly to be thrust, because we need them all. But you would expect me, I think, to say that also they need us, and that's just another theme for tonight. And Citizens UK is proud to be working with Mosaic and Patchwork and be part of the judging panel for this, because of the need for us to be interdependent. If I'm obsessed with anything, it is with civil society. We need good people in this place, but we need good people in this other place, which is called civil society, it's called community, it's called neighbourhood, it's called the rest of what goes on so far as politics is concerned. We need good people to run our schools. We need good people to run our mosques. We need good people to run our synagogues. We need good people to set up their own youth associations and frankly stay there. Don't think that the only way of creating change is by coming into this place. And I say that with massive respect, because there's only a few seats in here. There are millions of us outside who should not look an adulation at this place, but with respect is most important. And frankly, us folk from civil society, we need to not demand respect, we need to deserve respect, because we are usually not very well organised. That's why Citizens UK, for me, is a very important vehicle to organise us more coherently. We have different interests in civil society than the state does. We have different interests, absolutely, than the market does. These are all valid interests, but they're different interests. Our interests, if you like, are families. They are children and how to bring them up. There is no better way of bringing up children than in families. We have not found any other way. We need a strong state to support that process, of course. And we need a market to nurture and support that too. But frankly, we from civil society, as I say, have different interests, and those interests need to be articulated coherently, in a disciplined way, because we are blessed by living in a democracy, and we must not ever forget that. This community organising we do and this honouring of MPs cannot happen in many countries around the world, because these are not democracies. Civil society is ignored. It has no voice whatsoever. So if we have a voice, as we do, we deserve the right, well, no, we don't deserve the right, we deserve the duty to organise more coherently, to articulate our interests better, to come together in large alliances, and as our chair said, we are London Citizens, which is the largest civil society organisation in the country. Now we're building civil society organisations in Birmingham and in Leeds and in Glasgow and in Cardiff, where the people of those cities recognise the three-legged stool argument, and I'll finish with this if I may. Peter Drucker, the late Peter Drucker in the State, talked about democracy survives best if the three legs on a stool are strong and solid. The state, the market, and civil society. If any one of those sectors is weak, incoherent, prone to schism and fractional behaviour, that's us, that's civil society I'm talking about, then the stool is weakened and fails and is flawed. So I'm saying this with some humility, that it's us from civil society that certainly should nominate our MPs, because we need them and they're good people, but frankly we should get our act together better and more coherently. So as Simon is saying, we hold each other accountable, the MPs hold us accountable, so more of us votes than normally. That a terrible decline in voting, which is very serious for this country. So we vote, but not only we vote, but we organise. And we organise particularly at election time to get the right people into this great institution, so that that relationship is nurtured between strong members of parliament, strong peers, but strong civil society too. So be sure to nominate your folks for this award.